Welcome to the River City Hardball Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Gibson, where we talk baseball here in Jacksonville. And tonight we are talking to a couple of guys from the Florida Prime Scout team. Jason Hatcher is the head coach of the 2024s. Logan Hartman, a right-hander, both from Bartram Trail High School in the Jacksonville area. They've had a busy summer traveling all around the Southeast with some travel showcase tournaments this summer. Coach Hatcher, appreciate your time this evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, and thank you for having me, Andrew.
Absolutely. And Logan, I saw that you had a complete game today, 6 innings and 8 strikeouts. What was the outing like for you today?
It was pretty well. It started off a little rough in the first inning. Had faced some adversity. Had bases loaded, but got out with only 1 run scored, and then shut out from there.
Coach Hatcher, who were they playing today, and what were some of the guys that were facing today? Some pretty tough competition, I would imagine.
Absolutely. We played a team out of Miami called Elite Performance. Had a couple of signees for that team. They were a good ball team, and like Logan said, the first inning struggled a little bit. We talked after the first inning, and then innings 2 through 6, it was quick innings. I think he threw 25 pitches in the first inning, which is high, obviously. And I think after that, he was between 9 and 14 pitches the rest of the time. Just really pounding the zone. And like I said, a lot of his walks and stuff, he had 2 walks in the first inning. So the first one was a little rough, but after that, he was lights out.
Logan, this morning when you pitched, was it hot out there? I know some of the places you guys go are pretty hot out there.
Yeah, it was very hot.
And you're in Bradenton, the Bradenton, Sarasota area, I understand. Where did you settle in the most, Logan? Was there any point during the game where you felt you settled down a little bit?
I feel like right after the first inning ended, I only got out with 1 run. They had bases loaded. I started to calm down a little bit.
Where did you see him settle in, Coach?
Well, like he just said, he came out in the second inning. We had a quick second inning. We got back on the board in the top of the second inning to go ahead. And I think after that, he just really calmed down. I think he had a lot of confidence and got back to his mechanics, and he was hitting the spots. I mean, he was throwing the ball away. Slider was working really well. Froze a lot of hitters. And I think out of the 8 strikeouts, I think only 1 or 2 were swinging. The rest of them were looking. So he was mixing it in and out a lot. So he did good.
Logan, what pitch did you feel most comfortable throwing today? Which one did you think you had the most success with?
Probably my changeup. I struck, I think, 2 batters out, swinging and missing on a changeup, and had a lot of swing and misses, and, yeah, it was pretty well from there.
Do you think, Coach, that's a case of guys are trying to gear up for that fastball and then they see the changeup and it kind of fools them a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the changeup is a great pitch, and especially if you can keep it down. And Logan and I talked about it before the game. I know he's got a decent slider, when it's on. And I asked him, how's your changeup going? He's like, it's getting better. So I said, make sure you mix it in and out. Not the same pitch sequence each time, but mix it in and out for the guys. And he did a really good job of that. And he had a young guy behind the dish catching. He did a real good job out there, catching Logan. So they work well together. They've been, partnered up all summer. So,
Logan, what's this summer been like for you, man, playing travel ball?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, it's been a lot traveling, obviously, but I feel like I've done really well pitching most of the summer.
Coach, what about for you, this 2024 showcase group? What's it been like for you this summer?
Well, it's a good group of kids and, great parents, and, they're out there to get better. And, last summer was crazy with COVID. Not a whole lot of coaches out there, if any at all. Kids still came out to work to get better. This summer has been great because we've been able to go to places and have college guys out there to see our guys play. We played some good tournaments, being up in Greenville, South Carolina. I think that was one of my favorite tournaments. There's 130 teams up there, and you played all the college fields. So, those guys that are working those events are actual college guys, but they work the events so they can watch the kids play. And, the traveling's tough sometimes, being a husband and a father to kids, but, I love what I do with these guys and wouldn't change it for the world. Give them an opportunity to get in front of college guys and pursue their career after high school.
Logan, you have had that opportunity this summer getting in front of some college coaches and people that are looking at you for that next level. Are you drawing some interest right now?
Sort of, I guess you could say so.
What do you think, Coach? Do you think he's drawing a little bit of interest?
Yeah, definitely. He pitched well in Greenville, and a couple coaches there asked about him. The upside of Logan is big. I mean, he's a tall kid. He's got broad shoulders. His velo is going to go up. And like I said, he's got a little movement on the fastball, so it's not a flat fastball. So it's a little tougher to hit than a say 85 or 86 mile an hour flat fastball. It's got a little run on it. So he's just going to continue to get better. Logan's a hard worker. I get an opportunity to watch him work out throughout the whole year. And like I said, the upside's great for him. So again, he's just he's a youngin, so he's got some years to go.
Coach, you mentioned other college coaches and prospective schools asking you about Logan. What do you tell them about Logan Hartman?
Just great kid, very coachable. The best thing is when you have things to talk to Logan about or things you see, he's very receptive to it. Works hard. He's a great teammate. I know these are things that college guys look at, and so he's going to be going for someone one day. I can't wait to see what the future holds for him.
Final few minutes here with Jason Hatcher, Logan Hartman, both from Bartram Trail High School in the Jacksonville area, playing for the Florida Prime Travel Showcase team, the 2024s. Logan, do you know most of your teammates? Did you know them before this summer?
I know most of them, but some of them were new that I've never heard of or seen before, but I'm getting to know them all really well.
It's cool, Coach, that you see, showcase teams like this, and there's so many guys that are from Jacksonville, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons, and for me doing this podcast is that, showcasing and talking about the great talent that the Jacksonville area has, Coach.
That's true. We have 224 teams, and there's a lot of talent on the Dodger team, and we got a lot of talent on this team as well. And for me, it's fun to see these kids because then in the spring when we play against them, I get a chance to go there and say hi to them and stuff, and root for them as well, just as long as it's not against us. But a great group of kids, and like I said, we got kids from all over, from Bowles to St. John's to Creekside. I mean, they're from all over, so it's fun to get a chance to meet other kids.
Last question for you guys, Coach. What's coming up next for you guys? You play tomorrow. What's next for you? Yeah,
so this tournament's a little bit different. There's 24 teams, and basically top two teams go to the championship game. So we're just out here we put ourselves in a good spot today, only giving up one run and getting a win. So tomorrow we have one game, and then Sunday we have a doubleheader, and then from there it just kind of goes, based on record and run differential. So some good teams down here, and definitely making our kids competitive. So 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then doubleheader on Sunday.
Good stuff. Logan Hartman and Jason Hatcher, both from Bartram Trail High School, and also a part of the Florida Prime 2024 Showcase team, playing ball this weekend in Sarasota, Florida. Guys, I appreciate a few minutes of your time tonight. Thank you.
Andrew, thank you for everything, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.